Special edition of the WHITT session. I'm Chelsea Whittington, and we are broadcasting live from Jay's Breakfast Club, and we're on a variety of channels today. And the reason we're on a variety of channels because there are so many different connections affiliated with my guest and my friend today. I'm here joined with
To be at Westside. I hadn't been back to the Westside in a while, so it's gonna be exciting to be back.
Yes, and so let me just set the stage. You know how everybody says, I'm so proud of you, Artis, I'm so proud of you. Why are we so proud of Artis? Artis rose in the ranks, I'll say that. I remember you back when you were in St. Louis, but you have maintained your role working with the now Los Angeles Rams in a field, the best field ever, communications, and now serving as Vice President of Communications for the Super Bowl, 2022 Super Bowl champion, LA Rams.
Oh, it doesn't get old.
Well,
I can keep that all the time.
That long title.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's been exciting. It's been exciting.
Before we got on camera, I was saying how I was watching the Super Bowl, and of course we were rooting for you, but when it actually happened, and you actually walked across the screen, I lost it. I was just like, there he is. And you know, being from Gary, that's how we are with our own.
Yeah.
And so for you to be all the way in LA, but you are still forever representing Gary. What is it like to work with the Rams?
It's exciting. I mean, it's great. Like you said, we used to be in St. Louis. Now we've been in Los Angeles for about 6 years. And to get there and to play the Super Bowl in your home stadium and get a chance to win the Super Bowl in your home stadium, it was awesome. It was an awesome feeling. I've been with the Rams. This will be my 20th year.
Wow.
And the first time we get a chance to win the Super Bowl. I can't explain it. It's awesome.
So, you know, when we were communicating, I was like, bring the ring, bring the Super Bowl ring. What did you tell me, Artis? You inflated my
we
dream.
won't get them till next month, about the middle of July. But I can't wait. But let me tell you, I'll be back with it.
Okay. We got to do a tour of the ring.
It'll be a ring tour, so I'll be back for sure.
Okay. That is so awesome because, you know, typically you think it's just the players, but all of the moving parts of an NFL organization, you play a critical role. Talk about some of the things that you do as Vice President of Communications.
You're right. You hit it right on the head. A lot of people see the players and they'll see the coaches and all of that stuff, but there's so many parts that go into it, from trainers and equipment to marketing to what I do, communication. So what we really are, we're the middle people between the organization and the media. So whenever you see our players on TV, radio, newspapers, online, we facilitate those interviews. We also help our players with all their talking points and try to promote them and put them in a special light.
Oh, you're just talking my language. We do the same thing, only he's doing it on a much bigger level. But we're so excited because he is from Gary, Indiana. And for those of you who recognize that last name, Twyman, shout out to his beautiful mother, Ira Twyman of Gary Literacy Coalition fame, and Mr. Jerome, Dad, who's always in a supportive role, doing things in the community as well. And I am just delighted that, Amber, can you connect that? I'm delighted that we get the chance to have a hands-on talk with you and let everybody know who's not aware of what you're doing, that you are back home. So tomorrow's theme, we're going to be at the Railcat Stadium for the class of 2022. When you got the call to say, hey, we want you to be the commencement speaker, what went through your mind?
Oh, that was the fastest affirmation I could give. Like when you said, hey, Westside wants you to be the commencement speaker, I mean, that was almost instant. Like, oh, this is honor. Because, like I said, with the NFL, you get a chance to go a lot of places. I've traveled the entire world, but to get a chance to come home is always special. And home, that's what Westside is. And so to get a chance to be a part of their commencement program tomorrow, I was so excited. I'm really humbled to be invited to do that.
So I told a few people you were coming, maybe 30, 40,000 people. And since then, the running joke is people aren't asking me for graduation tickets. They're asking me for tickets to see Artis. I'm like, are you performing tomorrow?
No, these are, you know, it is great. It's fun because these are all the people like you and I know we went to high school with, like you said, elementary and junior high school with, and people who we know from Gary. So, like I said, it's humbling to be a part of it, to be home, and also have the support from the people that you went to school with. It's cool.
Yeah. So I have to share because I know my Gary Community School Corporation family is watching, and I've been bragging about Westside. While we are not having our graduation at Westside on the football field, and here's why, Artis, the football field is torn apart. That may sound bad, but for a good reason. We are getting it totally replaced with that
Nice.
NFL type turf. We are getting our young people ready to come see you and play professionally, because you know we do have a few Garyites who play in the NFL, Lonnie Johnson, John Bay Johnson, and some others. And so the many improvements that are going on at our alma mater make me even more proud for when you come home, you get to see the things that we didn't have, you know.
Yeah.
And we always want it to be better for the next generation, right?
Right, exactly. And I haven't had a chance to get by there to see the football field, but I saw online when they had the dedication for the track and the field, and it looked beautiful.
Yes.
And I want to get by there before I get out of there. But you're right. That's some things that we really didn't have, but now it's good that this next generation will have these type of things so they can kind of take it to the next level.
Yes, floor is so shiny you can see your
Oh,
reflection.
I got to see it.
All the lockers remodeled, new roof, no potholes in the parking lot.
Oh, see,
remember we used to do donuts in the parking lot in the wintertime? So
that's
the
That's
upgrades are
awesome.
coming, and if you drive around the city, you may also see our billboards that say we're on the right track with a picture of the track.
Oh, okay.
You get it.
I gotta
Communications.
check it out.
Ha. But again, if you're just tuning in, we're at Jay's Breakfast Club. I'm chatting it up and having some delicious coffee while I talk with Artis Twyman of the LA Rams. No, he's not a player, but he's a key player as Vice President of Communications. Artis, when you think back of going to school here in Gary, who are some of the teachers and the people that make you smile to say, wow, they played a role in my success?
Well, you know what? It's a village. I was talking about this with some people the other day. Like, from elementary school all the way up through high school, you had some teachers, Mr. John McLeod. And
Hey, Mr. McLeod, your Kappa brother.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Miss Tyler, all these people at elementary school. And then you go all the way up through high school with Dr. Donald Love, the late Dr. Donald Love, who used to always say, when we graduated, the honeymoon is over.
Honeymoon is over.
And I did not understand it when he was like, what you mean? We're graduating. The honeymoon is just starting. This is great.
He was so right.
He was so right. He was so right. But, I mean, you just remember those people that kind of touched your life and really left an indelible mark. And it's good to kind of come back and see a lot of those people and catch up with them, for sure.
Well, I want you to know, Artis, that we are here and we are rooting for you. We're taking good care of Gary and always happy to have you back. Let's switch lanes real quick and talk about family. Oh, my goodness. If you all go on his page, he has the most beautiful wife and children. Tell me about that other side, the family and dad Artis.
Yeah, let me tell you, in football, it's hard to have that work-life balance because you really, and once the season starts, you're going 7 days a week.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah,
I had to say that.
You're rolling. But it's good. I have a 18-year-old son, a 12-year-old daughter. My son's graduating from high school this year. My daughter, she's in dance and she's excited about it. My wife, she's from New Orleans, and so yeah, they're all back in Los Angeles. My son, like I was telling you, he's graduating from high school next week, so we're gonna go back and celebrate him. But yeah, they've hung in with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know they enjoy going to the games, and were they at the Super Bowl? I mean, what are they like? My dad is amazing.
Well, you know what? It's funny because they enjoy going to the games, and they were in St. Louis. We weren't winning a lot of games.
Oh, facts.
And so now it's exciting to go to the games. We're winning some games, won the Super Bowl, and it's especially for my kids. Like they're like, oh, my dad works for the Rams and all that stuff. They get a chance to bring their friends to the game, so they're super excited. They're football fans, and so they're super excited that we're winning.
So I know celebrities come to the games.
Oh.
What kind of celebrities do you meet? I got to live vicariously through you.
So I try not to
fan out.
I try to play. Yeah, exactly. I try to play it cool, but then like at the locker room, we had Prince Harry in the locker room after the Super Bowl.
Stop it.
And you know, so I'm like,
hey, Prince.
that's Prince Harry. You know what I'm saying?
Like, do you bow?
Exactly.
You be like, what up? Okay.
And so I try not to fan out, but I had to get a picture with him.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes.
But yeah, you'll see it's LA, so you'll see all the stars. They'll come to the games, which is exciting. You'll get a chance to see them.
He's from Gary, everybody.
Yeah,
Can you see my smile?
But the funny
pride?
thing about it, everybody, and people might not know a lot about me with the team, but everybody knows I'm from Gary.
Good, because I was going to ask you. Don't say Chicago, Chicagoland.
No, they'll say, hey, I know Artis. I know he's from Gary.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
For sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Artis Twyman. So I know you're going to give the speech tomorrow, but can you give me a little snippet of encouragement for whatever young person who's watching this, a young person from Gary, Indiana, following their dreams?
Yeah. Hey, listen, chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. You only have one life, and I always say, hey, listen, live it to the fullest. Try to be who you want to be. I'm going to talk a little bit about it tomorrow. You know, our theme tomorrow is, hey, listen, you don't have to be great to start. but you have to start. You have to start to be great.
I love
and
it.
so, listen, we're going to talk about the things as you start on this journey to greatness.
Yes.
That you should do.
Well, good news for you. We will be broadcasting Artis. The graduation. I keep saying tickets to see Artis. We will be broadcasting the Westside Leadership Academy's commencement tomorrow at 4 p.m. on both the Gary Community School Corporation page and the Westside Leadership Academy page. So get your popcorn out, get a front row seat, and hear all of this wisdom that Mr. Artis Twyman is going to impart tomorrow. And we will celebrate about 200 graduates who are going to be turning their tassels after you give them that message of encouragement. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank you, Artis. I am so proud of you.
Appreciate you having me on.
I'm just tearing up, and I'm thinking about all of our memories from elementary school. He was like one of the first people to have a Walkman, the Jordans, the CD player. He had it all.
All right, listen, we talk about Walkman. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, because somebody's watching like, what's a Walkman?
Yeah, what's a Walkman?
I'm going to Google it after.
Google it. Right?
Google it. What is it? Amber wants to know what's a Walkman. I'll tell you.
Device. We'll show you.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody, please share this video. Gary is great, and Gary has great people. We'll see you tomorrow at the graduation, Real Cat Stadium.